You don't feel the weight of what you just traded. And that tangibility changed how your brain processed wealth. When you can feel the weight of a coin in your hand, your brain treats it differently. And that connection changed everything. A relationship, a promise between people, but they had something else. They had a relationship with value itself. Losing $100 hurts twice as much as gaining $100 feels good. This is called loss aversion, and it evolved for a world where losing resources meant death. When you traded, you looked someone in the eye. You knew their name, their family, their story. fMRI studies show that physical money activates the insula, the region associated with emotional processing. Your ancestors felt money. You just calculate it. But here's the twist. Your ancestors felt that pain in a way you don't. Because they handled money differently. Your ancestors knew something you've forgotten. Something about money that has nothing to do with numbers. You check your bank account. The number stares back at you. It doesn't feel like money anymore. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman studied how humans experience loss. He found something remarkable. Digital money doesn't. It activates the prefrontal cortex, the logical, calculating part of your brain. These weren't just coins. They were symbols embedded in social relationships, but their attachment made them more generous, not less. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Your ancestors weren't less materialistic. They were more attached to their resources, something that changed how they spent, saved, and gave. And somewhere along the way, we lost it. Your ancestors didn't have credit scores. They didn't have mutual funds. They didn't have financial advisors telling them what to do with their portfolio. For most of human history, money was not abstract. It was tangible. You could hold it, feel it, see the work that went into it. It feels like a score, a status, a number that somehow determines your worth. According to anthropologist Caroline Humphrey, before modern currency, many societies used special purpose money. Shells, beads, feathers, and because they felt it, they valued it. When they saw the money, they felt its value. When it was digital, they treated it like a game. In a 2019 study by the University of British Columbia, researchers found that people who were paid in physical cash were less likely to spend it frivolously and more likely to donate to charity. This is the twist. The distance between you and your money is making you spend more, save less, and feel emptier. Before the internet, before banks, before coins and paper bills, money was not a number on a screen. It was a story, but you can change how you see money. You couldn't buy food with beads in one village unless the people there recognized their meaning. Money was local, personal, human. You'll spend less and value more. You swipe a card, you tap a phone, you click a button, and the number changes. You don't feel the exchange. There was no house money. There was just survival. Your ancestors held their coins. They bartered with their neighbors. They knew the labor behind every trade. They spent because they felt the value. And your brain has learned that money is just a number, not a resource, not a story, not a relationship. You've forgotten, but you can remember. How often do you hold it, weigh it, and remember what it represents? You use Venmo. You use credit cards. You use Apple Pay. You never see the physical exchange because your ancestors knew the answer. And it's time you did too. You'll spend your tax refund more easily than your salary. You'll gamble with house money more freely than your own. Economist Richard Thaler studied something called mental accounting. You treat money differently depending on where it came from. Third, give physically. Hand a note to someone. Feel the exchange. Researchers at Harvard found that giving money away actually increases happiness, but only when you feel the act of giving. Would you trade an hour of your life for this? Because that's what money really is. Your ancestors didn't have that luxury. Every resource came from the earth, from their hands, from their community. So what do? You can't go back to bartering. You can't carry coins everywhere. Look at your life. You earn, you spend, you save. But how often do you feel your money? And the next time you check your bank account, pause. Ask yourself, what story is this money telling? Your ancestors knew this. They gave because they felt the connection. They saved because they felt the scarcity. Second, pause. Before every digital purchase, wait 10 seconds. Ask yourself, is this worth the effort it represents? First, cash. Spend a week using only physical money. Feel it. Count it. Watch it leave your hand, because money is not a number. It never was. It's a story. It's a relationship. It's a memory. But today you tap. You click. You forget. You never touch the money. You never feel the loss. So you never truly value what you have.